Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Yep. Let's see. Don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. Grandpa's entertaining. And if you would, like, share, and subscribe. Now, you might have noticed in the title, NBG. NBG. What does that mean? Oh boy. Well, that means news by Grandpa. Grandpa's finally came up with a title for his news, and I'm going to use the abbreviation for news by Grandpa. It's going to be NBG. That's an abbreviation. Grandpa's learning abbreviations. And when I first started texting about 4 years ago, or maybe 5 years ago, all the young people, they'd send Grandpa messages, and I couldn't even read what they were saying because they was abbreviating in a way that Grandpa had never seen before. Oh, man, I'll tell you, these young people are really something. And that's just the way it is. Okay, so some news by Grandpa. NBG, of course. South Africa. What's going on in South Africa and how does it relate to Tesla? Well, I'll tell you. The leader of South Africa, I believe, is Pander, and says that, well, currently there's about 60,000 Israelis that live in South Africa, and a lot of them have dual citizenship with Israel, as do many Americans and people from around the world. And anyway, the leader of South Africa is saying that they are going to. There's many of them have gone over and are fighting in support of Israel in one capacity or another. And the leader of South Africa is saying that when they come back, they're going to be arrested and put in prison. South Africa is not in support of Israel in any way, shape, or form. They're in support of the Arab Hamas, the way it looks, and they've pretty much done all they can to attack Israel politically. So, and then we have Schumer. He's the majority leader of the Senate currently in the U.S., and he gave a big speech the other day trying to undermine the government of Israel. Sounded to Grandpa like he'd like to see them overthrow the government because they don't like the way the war is going. And they want Israel to back off and let Hamas stay in power, and it's what it seems like. And it's all political, believe me. And Biden, he came out after Schumer's speech and said that Schumer gave a really good speech. But what it's all about, in Grandpa's opinion, is Michigan. It's about Michigan. Biden needs the votes in Michigan of the Arabs. There's a large Arab population in Michigan, and they're in support of the Palestinians. They're in support of the Hamas, the way it seems to Grandpa, and they're putting pressure on Biden. If he doesn't win Michigan, he's probably not going to be president again. And so he's turned tail on Israel, and it's just not good. Israel's in a fight for their life, and their very existence, and we got our government undermining them, and Grandpa just don't think it's a good thing. But that's only Grandpa's opinion, you know. So, and how's that affect Tesla? Well, that war over there, you got the Red Sea with the Houthis, everything going on, and sure, it'd be nice to have peace over there, but a peace that's going to last for a few days or a few months, because Hamas has said they're going to do the same thing again. They're going to attack again as soon as they can. So if Israel doesn't eliminate them, it's just going to be a continuation of the problem. And it's not just Tesla, but it's companies all around the world. It's causing inflation, okay? And as long as we have inflation, we're not going to get lower interest rates. And we need lower interest rates, and you will see Tesla bounce then. So that's Grandpa's take on that. And Kathy Wood, let's talk a little bit about Kathy Wood, ARK Invest. Quite a while back now, she first started buying the Grandpa scene at 140, or not 140. I'm sorry, $240. And she bought again at 130. I know, in the 130 area, and she's pretty much bought all periodically all the way down. And I know on Thursday she bought another $26.32 million worth on Thursday of Tesla. So she snagged the bottom that time, and so far. She better sell a little bit on Monday, in Grandpa's opinion, but I'll go through that here shortly. Let's see, what else do I got going here? It's just never-ending news. Well, Tesla stock has fallen in 7 of the last 10 trading days. And divergence on Friday, volume fell on higher prices by 29 million shares. That's not good. That's a sign we're going to take a dip, but not on Monday. Well, we might on Monday, but not according to Grandpa. Oh, also, Tesla's oversold again. We're oversold again. So, and that indicates a bounce up, okay? And so I'm going to take and get off of Elon here and little Optimus for a few seconds, and let's look at our charts. So divergence. We oh man. We, like I say, volume fell on higher prices on Friday by 29 million shares. That's a fair amount. And Grandpa's expecting the same thing to happen on Monday. I think we're going to have lower prices and higher prices and lower volume. And I'm not expecting a pretty Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Put it that way. I don't think it's going to be pretty. I think you've got an opportunity to get out in the low 170s, very possibly on Monday, and Grandpa's going to do it. I'm selling shares on Monday. Maybe not all of them, but I'm selling a ton of them. And I was hoping that we'd get up there on Friday, but it didn't transpire at all. But Monday is our day. It's your chance to get out. If you watched my last live stream, I think I said the same thing on Friday. So expect lower volume on Monday on rising prices again. And as far as this death cross here, death cross is where the 50-day moving average, this one, crosses through the 200-day moving average. And from what I've seen of Tesla, it pays very little attention to the 200-day moving average, but it pays a great deal of attention to the 50-day moving average. You know, all stocks operate a little bit differently. Some of them are way more inclined to pay attention to moving averages than others. But from what I can tell, Tesla seems to pay the most attention to the 50-day moving average, and this is that one right here. And yeah, our death cross is actually playing out. We currently have the bottom side of our death cross is at 197.25. In my last live stream, I said it was going to be 198 on Monday. Well, I misspoke. It's going to be 196 or even in the high 195s is where it's going to be. And why that's important to you, if you're trading Tesla, is because there's a ton of traders that watch this in the one day, and Ray J's just put out another live stream. I enjoy that guy. He's out of California. He's diligent about doing live streams and videos, I'll tell you that. He covers Tesla and SPY, NVIDIA, Apple, QQQ, you name it, he covers it. And he's pretty good at it, actually. Oh, Grandpa's getting off cue here. Okay, death cross. So why is it important? Well, it's important because as this thing comes down, unless we plummet, it will eventually get to where we can come up and meet it. And if we can close above the 50-day moving average in any way, shape, or form, it will then act as support below us. And but when we first come up to it, I'm expecting a hard bounce off of it. That's the other side of the coin. But once we get on top of it, it should help us at least periodically for a while. Okay, what else has Grandpa got going here? AI, Optimus, Yipper, the news. Let's look at our substance here first. I had a young man, and he was inquiring about Grandpa's blinking and substance, and if there's any way that he could do it himself. And sure there is. You can all do it. The problem is Grandpa's does it 10 to 12 hours per day. I watch it. And what they do is it could be an hour a day, it could be 4 hours a day that's important, and you have to watch it the whole time just to catch them doing what they're doing. And plus I monitor all day long the little stuff they're doing out buying and selling away from the actual price point, up to $150 away. But it can be real relevant $7 to $10 away from the price point also. And I also watch that, and I can do it in any stock, but I only do it in Tesla because Tesla is more than I can handle watching the blinking and what the market makers are doing. You know, they show Grandpa where they're going in advance, and then I once it gets to a certain point, Grandpa calls out substance, and that means we're going to go there. Most recently, we took out 162. Grandpa had substance at 162. Reason it's not on my chart is because I removed it. Because we went through it. Once you go through it, the shares are activated and they now have the long position and they're headed the other way. And I fully expect that they're going to take out 152 next week without a doubt. Well, there's a doubt, but we have substance there. There's no doubt that we will see 152. There is a doubt that we'll see it next week. It's just Grandpa's opinion that we will. Okay? And okay, on the bottom side, we have substance at 101.07. This yellow line down here, they have gone down and bought there over 15 times now. They bought as low as $69. They bought at $80. But they bought most of it at 101.07. That's where I got the number. And a number of other analysts are coming on board now saying 101, a type of deal coming. In your future, you will see that number. On the top side, they've built substance now so strongly at 203, I have to put it in. And we have other places of substance. Grandpa don't put them all in. We have substance at 252, 269, and we have substance at 284. You're going to see every one of these numbers. Grandpa's substance always comes true. I did substance before 162 at 184. I did substance at 184 twice, actually. And when I first did substance at 184, the price was up at 269. And people think Grandpa's crazy, but it went there. It not only went there, but it went there, it bounced up just like Grandpa said it would. And Grandpa made a killing off that deal. You know, you get a $10, $12 bounce off of something, you get to make some money, you know. $15 bounce, whatever. And they built substance there again, and it came right back to it and took it out again. And then Grandpa did substance at 173. They took that out. We didn't get too good a bounce, only $7-8 off that one. And then what's nice to know about Grandpa's substance is you generally, not always, but you generally get a real good bounce off of Grandpa's substance. Either up, or if it's up here, it would be a bounce going down. So we're going to see 152 area, 150, 152 is really what it's going to be. Tends to run through Grandpa's. It's got to go through Grandpa's substance in order to activate them. So you're looking for 151, maybe 150, and then you're going to get the bounce. And then get out of Dodge. But right now for Monday, I think we got a good shot at seeing the 170s there. You know, and the sad thing about it is they're gonna get a lot of guys all hyped up thinking that we're going to the moon, right? And the retailers. And they're going to be buying like crazy. Oh, man, we're going to 183. We're going to 203. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to get on the wagon. It's made its turn. And Grandpa's telling you right out, from everything I see in the blinking, they bought like crazy in the 150 area for days now. We're going there. And you know, on the other hand, for Monday, they bought a ton up in the 172 area. So Grandpa thinks we're going there. So you got 172 and you got 152. You know, 6 weeks ago, Grandpa said that we're going to run in a range from 170, 180 into the low 200s. Well, we snapped out of it. We snapped out of it to the bottom side. We stayed in that range for almost 6 weeks. And we snapped out of it to the bottom side. And the bottom side is coming. Trading's reactive. We'll see what next week brings. But for right now, All I can say is expect 152 after Monday. You got a chance to get out possibly in the low 170s. Grandpa's going to. I'm going to rebuy some at 152. See how it goes. All good things are from the Lord, and Lord willing, Grandpa will talk to you another time. Bye-bye.